I got my finger on the trigger and I'm ready to pull!
101.5 Bob rocks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for another edition of the Homegrown Stash. Good evening, y'all. Bob Zombie here alongside
Blitz Bob.
And we are here with Defiant.
Dust! I got my finger on the trigger and I'm ready to pull!
101.5 Bob rocks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for another edition of the Homegrown Stash. Good evening, y'all. Bob Zombie here alongside
Blitz Bob.
And we are here with Defiant. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Doing well.
Yes. Just take a second and let's everybody introduce themselves. Let's go around the table here.
So I'm Al, and I do vocals and guitar for the band.
Paul on bass.
Paul on drums.
And Joe on guitar.
Nice. Sweet. Thank you guys for driving down here. Hope the roads weren't too bad, right? Getting down here.
Oh, they're fun, yeah.
Exactly. It's perfect. 81.
It wasn't 45 minutes.
That's good. A little bit more.
Did you say you didn't have 45 minutes?
It was like 50 minutes, maybe 46 minutes.
I was about to say I had an hour and a half.
Yeah. No, okay. So that wasn't Mechanicsburg.
Well, I work in Harrisburg, so.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I drove from Harrisburg.
Damn near Hershey, I guess.
I want to say metal is alive and well in Mechanicsburg. You guys, this is a heck of a thing you've recorded here. Do you have an official title for the EP? I apologize.
It's the Anarch EP.
The Anarchy, okay.
Anarch EP.
An Anarch EP.
Yes.
Oh, I get that.
Yes,
Okay.
it's clever.
It's a double entendre.
Yes.
Okay.
I was driving down the road and illegally texting the band when I figured out that was
Okay.
going to be the
Bugging
EP
them.
title.
What are we going to call this thing?
What are we gonna call
The
it?
Anarchy Beat. Fine. Let's go.
Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Where did you record it?
Full Tilt Studios in Mechanicsburg.
Okay.
It's Jason Schaefer.
Okay. All right. How long did it take you to do the
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, we did. Day 1 was drums. Day 2 was bass. Day 3 was guitars and vocals.
Yeah, Al and I slammed.
Yeah, that was
4 hours, bro.
Yes, it was 5 songs.
Okay, go
Done.
next one.
3 days.
Go
I
next
was
one.
laying on the floor till the end of
That's true.
day 3.
I'm getting traces of, I felt it was like a NOLA style a little bit. I hear NOLA, I hear old school. Obviously, you're your own sound. You're Defiant. You're your
We're
own
all
sound.
old.
No, and you
Especially
have a
me.
Clutch shirt on. I'm seeing
Oh, it's
right
my
here.
favorite band.
Okay, I'm hearing that in there. I was even
Oh,
hearing
man,
traces
thanks.
of Nirvana in there a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I see
I
that.
get that, yeah.
I feel
You
that.
know, I heard COC. I heard a little bit of Caius in there. I even heard a little Motorhead. So,
Oh, you're too kind.
but there was a
Well,
lot
Lemmy
going
actually
on.
filled in once or twice.
Awesome,
Yeah, we brought him back.
awesome. Where are your influences though? I mean, is that? Am I
think
hitting that? Am I-
pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Okay.
nailed on the
Sabbath.
head. Sabbath, yeah. We have
Okay.
a lot of Doom stuff. Vocally, I take a lot of vocal influences from like Phil and Sama.
I definitely get that.
From like, early Pantera,
I even
brutal
hear-
display of power kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
A little downy there
definitely,
a little bit.
yeah. So it's a lot of really aggressive sort of vocal styles.
Definitely.
When I first found out that I could, do heavier styles of vocals, I didn't want to be too new stream like
No.
metalcore and stuff like
Right,
that. I
right,
wanted
right.
to just be more aggressive.
Almost a little Tom Araya in you a little bit there.
Oh, maybe.
But listening to each track, it was definitely that old style. I heard new wave of British heavy metal. I heard, even Southern rock influences in there.
That's me.
Okay.
That's Albert. No, I always said when we were recording, if you took a little bit of like punk, some Sabbath, mixed in some newer style metal, and even some just straight rock melodies.
Yes.
Put it in a blender and pour it out, and then have 4 guys heat it shit. Oh, sorry. You have Defiant CD. I think all of our influences come through.
Oh, that's
in different
evident.
Spots.
How long have you been together?
June will be 2 years.
June will be 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
With us 4?
with us 4, we
Okay.
just passed a year.
Just past a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. We'll just dive into it. What's the first song you want to have out of the gate here?
You go with the first single we released off the EP.
Yeah, our first single is 4 Years for Nothing.
4 years from now.
Yeah, and we have a music video for that out on YouTube.
Okay.
And our Facebook page.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely start with that one.
Well, there you have it. We'll start off the first one there. This is Defiant with 4 Years for Nothing on 101.5 Bob Rocks.
Body's burning with the will to live. Bullets whipping through the sky. But what makes my heart bleed is you at home with your lies. Take a second
101.5 Bob Rocks. That was 4 Years of Nothing from Defiant. What a great song. Now, guys, I have a quick question for you guys before I get coming up. You guys have a show coming up next week at HMAC. Are you guys excited? How excited are you guys to play down there? Come on now, talk about that.
Oh, yeah, we're stoked. This is going to be a sick show. It's with From Ashes to New. They're a really great band, and they're going around the States and probably going miles beyond that in the next couple of years. So it's a real honor for us to be able to play with them.
No doubt. And that's pretty much your home place up there at HMAC. You guys have a lot of shows up there in Harrisburg. For now.
Yeah.
For now.
HMAC Chameleon Club.
Yeah, those are the two
Okay.
we hit the most, probably.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You have a song on this EP called Dust the Democracy.
Yes.
Now, I have to point this out because, 4 Years for Nothing is straight ahead. It's hammering, it's hammering. I wrote in my notes while I was listening to it, Left Turn Clyde, because you have a country element that goes in the middle of that. But
Okay, yeah.
you do not change your voice, which I thought was cool. And you kept that same Phil Anselmo growl that you do. But it was like a country breakdown. What made you think of that?
The story behind Dust of Democracy as a song is just a complete aggravation with how society is being ran today. So the soft part of that song just started as something that Joe was doing, and he made this really cool, clean riff. So I said, cool. And when I was writing for it, I kind of thought of it as like that Braveheart, Calm Before the Storm kind of thing.
I like it.
Because then right after that,
It's
chaos.
it's mass hysteria at the end of the song.
Right. It goes into a testament run to the end. And I was was not expecting that. I thought that was really cool. Like that, and it's another element I thought to you all sound like you have the punk rock element, you've got the alternative, and you've got the thrashy part. And then I was like, they did a Merle Haggard section in the middle of this. Like,
Well, you gotta kind of, bring them down before you
I like that.
catapult them back up.
Absolutely.
Is the lyric really Left Turn Clyde or?
It's not. That was from the Clint Eastwood
no,
movie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Any which way you
He
can.
still doesn't know. Everyone loves straight ahead metal, balls to the wall songs, but I think songs, even going back to Zeppelin, dynamics within a song I think can make a song much more interesting than just pedal to the metal the entire way through.
Exactly.
Take you on a little journey.
Right.
And Albert did a great job with that lyrically through that song because it's frantic at times. And
that's
then it's,
exactly how I would describe it.
so.
Yes.
I think it's because we have such vast different inspirations. Because growing up, I was a Deadhead. I still am a Deadhead.
Okay.
So I grew up from the womb till probably high school. I was listening, the Dead, Stevie Nicks, Eric Clapton, anything from the 70s back. 50s, 60s, 70s was my genre. Then got into metal later. So bringing all those influences in. And then mixed with everybody else doing all their things. It's, we really are able to make really wild decisions when it comes to songwriting. And we're all extremely intelligent people when it comes to writing music.
Okay.
So,
Paul B's like, you simmer down over there.
Listen. Your bite, Joe, on the guitar. What are you guys using as far as gear-wise? You have a very distinctive tone. Go around. What are you guys using on the record?
I have an old school mentality when it comes to music. I know tracks and using a lot of computers and direct guitar modules and everything is in and cool right now. I still think going from a single cut to a Marshall is the way to go. That's my thing. So I use a Marshall DSL amp, and I play Wild Audio guitars, which are basically come out of the Schecter factory, but they're Zakk Wylde's signature guitars.
Awesome.
So that's basically what I use. And we have some pedal effects. I'll use a wah. I'll use the whammy pedal every now and then for accenting pieces, but we're not heavy effects users typically.
That
guitars.
tonality is so clean.
Yeah.
As far as
I just want crunch and
Same as Joe, just
same deal.
bass into the amp, and that's it.
Nice.
I have no pedals at all.
Okay.
What I use in the band is Tama,
Drums.
and the
pots and pans
the
and spoons.
circular cylinders
Coffee
with the Maxwell brand, I think it is. Tama drums, a mix of Zildjian and Meinl cymbals.
Very cool.
the fun joke of the band is every single time we come down to practice, I always seem to have a new guitar case that may or may not have a new guitar in it.
And what are you using?
So currently, this week,
Well, we
I'm
don't
using.
know.
We're waiting till practice.
Okay, so no. So for the EP, I was using a Gibson Les Paul into a Marshall because it's probably, and I'm the same boat as Joe. Is the most iconic and the best tonality for my ears when it comes to writing hard rock and heavy metal music is a dimed Marshall with 2 humbuckers, and that's just the way I did it. It's the way, I love Slash and his tone. It's just a dimed out Marshall. I love, the way that Jimmy Page did it. It was just a dimed out Marshall. There wasn't any of this stuff that you can, have here.
Yeah.
But now I'm using an orange amp. Just for conveniency, and I like how it's a little bit just more crunchy.
Yes.
Let Joe's guitar kind of take the lead with a lot of stuff, and me can just back him up more.
Well, it's like a cup or like a vortex of both guitars.
So, and then I'm using a PRS. Just because I don't feel like having a 9.5 pound Les Paul slung around my shoulders when I play live.
Well, that's a particular thing for you because you're singing and you've got to play those kind of angular riffs. So it's like, okay, I got to make sure this thing just bites.
Plus, there's just a really big compulsion whenever I have a Les Paul on. I pretty much have to have it hanging at my knees, and I can't play that way. It's just normal.
You have to Ramones that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the second song, you want it with Wendy?
Yes.
Give some background on that.
It has nothing to do with fast food.
Okay.
It actually has to do with fast food. Okay. So what happens?
Is it really?
No, the song itself does not.
Okay.
No, yeah, the song itself does not. The song itself is actually a depiction that I had when I was younger, when I was dealing a lot with depression and anxiety disorder. Where I had thoughts of taking my own life, and it essentially was the thought of what happens after that. And so the song depicts what essentially the Grim Reaper would tell you as soon as you kill yourself, that it's not all peaches and roses on the other side. Like, this is the end of the suffering. By killing yourself, it's just starting.
Oh, wow.
And you've now, entered into this. But the reason it's called Wendy is because we had no idea what to name it, and I had just quit my job to start a new career. And we're like, well, let's just name it Wendy's. And I said, well, I don't want to get sued, so.
But the lyrics are deeper than that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so, we were going to change it, but then it just became funny because I made a funny joke at a show. I'm like, the song is called Wendy, but it's not, like.
But that's cool.
But, like, Wendy's, please don't sue us, and everybody laughed. So I said, well, I guess this is it now. This is peak comedy.
It's been confirmed.
Right? No, now it's recorded, so.
I can imagine a Reaper saying bad move.
You dung goofed.
You wrote this deep song. Couldn't you pick somewhere else? Arby's? I don't know. No, that's very cool. But that's cool that the dichotomy of you having a sense of humor about a very deep issue.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, you can't ever get over something until you can laugh at it. So.
Yes, sir. Going right into that, this is Wendy by Defiant off their EP. And say it again, it is
Anarch-EP.
This is Defiant with Wendy on 101.5.
Bob Rocks.
Knock, 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 it's me, the Grim Reaper. Here to give you suicidal double feature. While your life was over with the gun in your hand. While I hate the pressure bubble can, it's only began. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yes, I'd like to welcome you to where you come when you have died. I hope you like it, yes, I hope that you are satisfied. Now that you're here, we'll go and kick this into overdrive. We'll take your greatest fears and make them all materialize. While your life was over when you made this decision. While I hate the pressure bubble, it is not what you envisioned. Last click, click, should have stopped the insanity, but all it did was kill your last humanity. Rise, rise, rise to the calamity. Die, die, die to the infinity. Rise, rise, rise to the calamity. Die, die, die to the infinity. Oh yes, I know you thought your life was hell and shit on earth. I hate to tell you, kid, in hell it gets much, much worse. I'll give you one last chance so you can scream before my demons feast on your soul for eternity.
101.5 Bob Rocks. That was Wendy right here on the Homegrown Stash. Thank you for listening this Sunday night. We are here with Defiant, guys. Thank you again for that amazing song. That sounds amazing. It sounds like a fun song to play live. But I have a quick question for you. Here at Bob Rocks, we have Bob names. Here, I'm Bob Zombie. Next to me, to my left, is Blitz Bob. So if you guys can come up with an alter ego of sorts, what would that Bob name be? Start in any order.
Has anyone used Nealon?
John Holmes.
John Holmes Bob. Jake. Nealon.
Actually, mine would probably be Neurotic Bob. These guys know at any show, like I am.
Took me a minute.
I am a mess up until showtime, just worrying about things being in order and all that. So Neurotic Bob, probably.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I'm going to be Bob Thornton.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
I'm so bad.
You could be Head Bob.
I could be Head Bob.
Oh, I like that.
Skin Bob.
I like it.
You should be Slapper Bob.
All right, I'm Slapper Bob.
I like that.
Oh, no, I'm not Slapper Bob.
You're slapping the
I don't
bass.
slap.
Okay. Finger picking man.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Finger Bob. Oh, that sounds bad.
Fingered Bob. I'll take Fingered Bob. Fingered Bob.
That's positively filthy. That's terrible. I like it.
All right, so where can we find you guys at online? And you guys have a deal with Dirtbag Clothing. Where can we find some of that merch at?
Our main online presence is our Facebook page, Defiant-170.5.
Okay.
There was already a Ukrainian Defiant, I guess. And trust me, we just got tagged that we're going to the Whackin' Festival, which we are not, because they meant to tag the Ukrainian. I got notification. I'm like, sweet, we got the Whackin'.
You could do like Wrathchild. They did Wrathchild America. Defiant America.
So everything is Defiant-170.5. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We did get the Dirtbag endorsement probably a couple months ago, and they've been now exclusively making our T-shirts, our merch. We use them.
We actually just released a new T-shirt design. Is that online too?
It is on our web. We have a web stores.
We just released a good friend of mine designed a T-shirt for us for Wendy.
Okay, very good.
It's
Incredible job.
It's a kid named a friend of mine who I actually work with at Wendy's. He was actually my shift manager.
Nice.
Yeah, Andy Summers. So yeah, he drew up this. Dude literally did everything we asked for and then some.
Oh, that's cool.
It was super cool of him to do, but that shirt you have to see it. It's hilarious.
Little nod to Star Wars with the Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh,
theme
very
to
cool.
it. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
And that's the new shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still.
This will be our first official Dirtbag shirt.
Nope,
Second.
Oh wow, it's Grim Reaper holding on to Wendy so tightly with a redhead flowing behind him, and of course the Grim Reaper has his scythe hanging on the back of him with an awesome. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna post that online at 1015bobrocks.com for everybody to see.
That looks like a Marvel Comics character. That's rad. I like that.
Yeah, it turned out great.
Very cool. And you've got the beanie.
We do have the beanies. We'll get you one of those.
Yes, absolutely. Those are great. The big old A on it and everything.
Yes.
Oh man, very cool.
We're also on YouTube.
Swag. On YouTube.
We're
Yeah.
on YouTube, yes.
And Reverb Nation is that? I think we're still on that.
We do have a presence on Reverb Nation,
Okay.
yeah. That's kind of where our digital EPK is.
Yes.
I might use to send out to labels or things like that.
Very cool.
And obviously,
If I feel like getting rejection from somebody in my life, I'll send out the EPK to a label.
Oh man.
and obviously we're on Spotify and
Okay.
I
think we're on every
I think we're on
music,
all the
yeah.
digital.
Tinder. Perfect.
Just
Okay.
Just me.
Okay. All right.
That was Paul C.
It was not.
Here,
Which Paul?
Paulby's on Grindr.
clarify.
Basically, it was Paul.
Okay. We're not going to disclose which one. The last song we have tonight is He's Watching. What's
Yes.
the background on that one?
It's actually based on 1984 by George Orwell.
Oh, very cool. Okay,
So
dive into that.
He's Watching is supposed to depict that most of the things that George Orwell was writing in 1984 are essentially coming true or have come true in our society. And I personally believe that there are eyes and ears everywhere. Somebody, especially, the government is watching every single thing that we're doing, and we are nothing but puppets to them at this point, or to Big Brother at this point. It
That's
is
very cool.
definitely a song depicting that.
That's really cool.
And we
Oh,
just
I'm sorry.
shot a music video, which for this, it has not been released
Okay,
yet.
I was going to ask. That's not out
We
yet.
no, we just recorded it a week and a half ago.
The coldest night of the entire winter
whatever
until
the-
before tonight.
whatever the coldest
in
night-
some
Yeah, the night it
warehouse.
snowed.
Did you film
Yeah.
that in Mechanicsburg?
No, that was up in
It was in
Carlisle.
Carlisle,
I was in
actually.
Carlisle. Okay. Any time frame on when that's released, or
End of the month.
End of the month. Should
Very
be
cool.
out right before. Right.
we'll be
after
sure to
the-
share it. Absolutely.
That way, on Valentine's Day, you can take your sweet honey to watch the new Defiant music video.
To Wendy's.
Yeah, go to Wendy's too.
The other thing about He's Watching that I think means something to me is when we first started this band, like Paul B was the first one that came and jammed with me of this group. Al was next. And honestly, we started like a lot of bands that we played some covers, some Soundgarden, some
Helmet.
Nice.
whatever. And just to get
Okay.
started.
Wow.
And
Blast from the past.
And we kind of came up with that song, and Al came and he put a lyrical melody to it that I would have never thought of was incredible. And Paul B basically said to me, we have to be an all original band. We have something here. Like, let's stop with these covers. And
Right.
we have slowly weeded the covers out. We had to, as you do. You don't write an album's worth in the first day. And so the song always kind of has a special place to me because I think it was kind of the spearhead for what made Defiant.
That's very
Plus, I mean, when the first song you write is a slammer, it kind of puts you on a little bit of a high horse.
Was this the first song you wrote together?
As a band.
As a band.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they already had one song written when I came in.
Okay.
From lyrically, Joe had the lyrics down for that one. He had the guitar runs. They had all the music done. I essentially just put my voice over it because every other dude didn't know how to sing. And then I come in and I think I know how to sing, and I essentially do it a little bit better. But I mean, 5% in the positive is still positive, so they kept me.
Sure.
No, but with He's Watching, we pretty much slammed that out in a day. It was, one or two run throughs. I had, a general idea of how I wanted the vocals to go. And I think that's really when the band kind of noticed that, like, all right, this might actually be something cool.
That's
And
awesome.
we just went from there.
That's awesome. Without further ado, here's He's Watching from Defiant on 101.5.
Bob rocks.
Take me from my insanity. Pull me out from the calamity. Rip out my throat so I can scream. And pull me under so I can't breathe. I'm buzzing through the seams. Wanna close my eyes when there is someone watching me. Wanna live my life when someone's holding me back. They're holding me back. There is someone watching. And everybody's probably no place to go. They're only
101.5 Bob Rocks. Good evening. Thank you for listening to another version of the Homegrown Stash. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday night. I am Bob Zombie, and sitting next to me is Blitz Bob, and you just heard He's Watching by Defiant. These guys have a show coming up this Friday, January the 24th at HMAC, a 717 entertainment event. Tickets are $20 at eventbrite.com. They got Ashes to Nude, of course, Ava Under Fire, Dawn's Divide, Violent 9, and these guys from Defiant. Now, this is not your only show that you guys have coming up here. What else do you guys coming up in the near future?
We have an addendum.
April 3rd, Life of Agony. I am so jacked up for this show.
Yeah!
With Doyle.
Yeah!
Nice.
I mean, huge Life of Agony fan.
Awesome.
91, man.
River Runs Red.
91.
Wow.
I was 7.
Real quick, if I could be the businessman of the band for a second. While Eventbrite is awesome, you could also gain tickets on the Defiant Facebook page and not pay fees.
Contact you directly.
That's true, and we're insane people, and we'll meet within distance, or we can just ship to you, or leave a will call.
Yep,
I mean,
we do it all.
We can take online payment.
Any
we have
forms
no
of
problem to do that.
Awesome.
Can we do that on our Squarespace?
Yeah, we have a web store.
Yeah,
That's,
very cool.
If you hit the Facebook page, you just click on the Shop Now button. It takes you right to the web store. You can get merch, tickets for any shows we're doing ticket sales for.
Yeah, get rid of those ticketing fees, and you know how you support local businesses by not going to Walmart. Support local bands by not going to chains.
And email directly.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. 850s.
And tip your bartenders.
Yes.
When we play longer bar sets
Yeah.
and we have to throw covers in, we pretty much have 3 in our repertoire. 2 are Misfits songs.
Oh, which?
And
I
then
gotta
we have
ask.
Helter Skelter that we jam out every now and then just for fun. And
So we do one from the Graves era and one from the Danzig era. From the Graves era, we do
Dig Up Her Bones.
Dig Up Her Bones.
Nice.
Clutch is going to make it back into the set list.
Nice.
And then we do Where Eagles Dare.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So massive Misfits. I saw them 3 times on this original
On this,
Misfits
like-
tour this year. So to be able to play on a bill with Doyle is ridiculous.
That's very cool. And where's that again?
That's Chameleon Club, April 3rd.
That's a Chameleon Club. Okay. Wow. That's going to be.
And we can find tickets on your Facebook page, I'm
Yes,
assuming.
we can.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you guys for coming down here all the way facing the traffic down I-81. Is there anything else that you want to plug? Where can we find you guys once again? Where can we find the merch at, Facebook pages, and all that good stuff?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything's Defiant-170.5.
All major
Platforms,
music
rather.
platforms.
Sorry.
Oh, Insta?
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
Yep.
Basically, we're everywhere. Wherever you want to find us.
Internet and a telegraph.
Right.
My wife always
You
says
may-
she's sick of seeing my face just from Facebook. So when I come home, it's like I don't need to see you anymore.
The award show.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yes, Thursday, January 30th, Central Pennsylvania Music Hall of Fame Award Show.
Okay.
We are nominated for Best Metal Band along with some awesome acts, Gallaglass, Suicide Puppets,
Fantastic.
Gunmetal Gray, and Anatomy of the Sacred. All worthy, excellent bands. And
We need to red carpet that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Central Pennsylvania Music Hall of Fame Award Show, Thursday, January 30th, and it's at the Whitaker Center in Harrisburg.
Okay.
Pennsylvania Grammys.
We might have to get a press pass for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
Please. Yes.
We'll bring milk
Whitaker Center.
and coffee and
Spice.
pumpkin spice.
But that is
That sounds
next. No, not next Thursday.
It's
the
2
following.
weeks.
2 weeks,
Yes.
yes.
At the Whitaker Center.
I'll be
You'll be on a jet plane
I'll be
somewhere.
on a jet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Albert has lead singer disease, and he's flying to a tropical island while
Yes,
we
I am.
at the
I'm
award.
getting out of the
DR?
winter weather. I'm going to Puerto Rico for a sabbatical.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
actually it's my brother-in-law's wedding.
Oh,
So,
very cool.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Very cool.
But in the same token, if we win the CPMAs,
We'll FaceTime
the
him.
band could just
We'll FaceTime him.
That would be amazing.
the band could just talk smack on me the whole time, and I'll never know. And then I'll be like, oh, did we win? And they were like, no. And then they just hide my trophy in the dumpster.
We'll put it at Wendy's.
You don't get to keep
That's
those
cool.
things.
That was And that's January 30th.
Yes.
Okay.
At the Whitaker Center.
At the Whitaker Center.
in Harrisburg.
We might need to crash that.
It'll be a party. It'll be fun.
We'll
time.
bring the van.
Yes. We'll bring our windowless van.
It is a windowless van.
That is
So.
perfect.
All right, it's Defiant on your Homegrown Stash on 101.5.
Bob rocks. Bob rocks. Bob